What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Studio Brev. My name is Danny Brevick, a.k.a. Big Brev, and I'm joined here today with my beautiful wife and vocal coach, Professor Jen.
Hello.
And we're also joined with our wonderful cat, Gus Gus. I like to call him Gus. And we have a really exciting analysis here. So Voice plays original song, original sea shanty, Into the Deep. And so without further ado, let's just dive right into this.
Sing slow, down will you go, the lost shall roll, to the locker below. The sea she waits with quiet grace.
That's a lot. That's so cool.
Oh my God. Wow. All right. So this is what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to try a different format here. Let's go back to the beginning,
Sure.
and then we'll work up to this, and we'll kind of work through it in that order. So we're kind of chipping away at it, and we're, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And so that way there, we can take off smaller chunks, we can explain it, but then we can listen to bigger chunks and kind of do it that way.
Okay.
And so right back to the beginning. We got Lauren Paley, by the way. So this is Lauren Paley.
The stairwell siren, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Lauren Paley is actually one of my really good friends. So I'm super excited to be doing an analysis video of, that's something that she's in. And so let's go back to Lauren Paley's little solo here at the beginning. Perfect voice for this. All right. So as Jen kind of mentioned, Lauren Paley is known as the stairwell siren. She kind of got her claim to fame singing what they call siren songs during COVID. So she used to live in this apartment complex in Nashville, and they had this really, really cool stairwell. There's huge stairwell with a great reverb. And so while she was living there, she would go out into the stairwell and she would sing all these siren songs during COVID. And that was when she just completely blew up all over the internet.
I mean, I think 11 million followers on TikTok.
Wow.
11 million on TikTok. Just 11 million. Hold on. I don't even know if like we need to take a moment there to think about how many people that is.
So
11 million. That's just on TikTok, but also on Instagram, she's got 1.6 million.
Same with Facebook.
Facebook 1.6.
2.7 on YouTube, right?
2.7 million subscribers on YouTube. All right, so all of us in this community, so like me and Bobby and Peter and Jada and like a bunch of us, we have lots of followers on social media. I think at this point I just crossed the 3 million mark, maybe something like that. And we look up to her as the queen because she is just, 11 million on one platform alone is
wild,
unbelievable. And it's because of her stairwell siren stuff, and then which then she kind of went into doing more Disney princess stuff.
Yes, if you haven't listened to her like Pop Punk Goes Disney Princess, absolutely give that
Definitely.
a listen. For those
It's amazing.
nostalgic folks, it's so good.
Yeah, like she's singing like these Disney princess songs in like these pop punk songs as a princess. It's perfect, and I'm really lucky that I get to sing with her. You know, me and Peter and Bobby go down to Nashville, a couple times every year to go sing with her in the stairwells. And we also bring in like our friend Jada and Tim Faust, and it's a lot of fun. And so they picked the perfect singer for this. And so let's listen to that again. But then I want to talk a little bit about this melody that she's singing. Now, what does that sound like?
I mean, it definitely reminds me of Hedwig's theme.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
You're a wizard.
Right? I think it's a choice.
John Williams.
I think that, all right, so first off, this was an original song by Jeff, Lane, and Ellie, right? And I think my theory is that they're paying homage to that theme. And I think it's a brilliant choice because when you think Harry Potter, right, you think magical. You think wizards and witchcraft and wizardry, and you think Hogwarts, but you also are going to think about creatures like sirens, mermaids, right? Different types of like troll things and like all these different creatures, right? And so what they're doing in the very beginning of this song is they're luring you in. Also, the siren, known for luring you in. They're luring you in with this siren, but also this magical, like chromatic, Harry Potter-esque, you were saying John Williams-esque theme. Really, really cool.
the locker below.
Oh, that's right.
The sea she.
Oh, I didn't hear that last time. There's not a low hum there at the end. They just go to that like.
Is it the sailor's last breath?
It is. It's their last breath. That's what I think. That's what I was about to say. Remember in Valhalla Calling, they did something similar to that? That there was like a last breath type thing?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that this is kind of similar to that. I think that these pirates are singing this very like almost like Hans Zimmer type, like hoist the colors, like pirate shanty. So in sea shanties, like you used to get like so many of the sea shanties, like Wellerman, for instance, are like, soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. It's like very happy and like cheerful. And then Hans Zimmer came out with Hoist the Colors and Pirates of the Caribbean, which is so dark and so like it just brings you into that pirate
Eerie,
world.
yeah.
And that song is about unity and it's about masculinity and pirates raising their sails, hoisting their colors, and like it's all about these very manly pirates, and they're hitting us with it right here. They're coming in with those low A's, but then on the very final one where you think they're going to do it, they do that final.
Doesn't matter how manly you are if the siren's calling you.
No one is immune to the siren.
Especially not if it's Lauren.
Especially not Lauren Paley singing the siren music.
Sing slow.
And you hear the bubbles of the ocean too.
Yeah.
Like they're already sinking.
But they're already pretty scarred up. So I wonder if
The sea.
Oh yeah, look at his face. See the scars?
they're all scarred up.
Yeah, they
so
do. They
maybe
already
they're
have
already,
scars.
they've already met their demise.
I think they have. I think that they're already dead. I
They're
mean,
waiting for the next batch.
Yeah, look at all their faces kind of have like these scars on them. Oh, who did the makeup
Some
actually?
hard miles.
Let's see, makeup by
Renette Farron and Alexis Rios.
okay, great job on the makeup.
Way to go.
Hell yeah. And then let's look at the credits actually. So as we already mentioned, it's Ellie, Lane, and Jeff. They wrote this song. They arranged it and wrote it. I'm already sucked into this. Great job.
Yeah.
Creative direction, lighting effects, and editing by Ellie. Great job so far. Ellie's amazing. And then obviously Lauren Paley. And then audio mix is by Ed Boyer, big dog in the acapella community. Ed Boyer is the best. So I'm not really surprised by that. I feel like he does a lot of their mixing. And then production manager, Kathy Castellucci.
She's got a big job.
You got a big job. If managing these fellers is as much of a demand as managing me, I can only imagine because I know you manage
Times
me.
5?
Yeah, I know. Times 5. I couldn't imagine that. So yeah, really great.
Great job, Kathy.
Great job, Kathy.
Kathy
Yeah.
for the win.
Yes, Kathy for the win. And then production assistants, Brandon Wood and Scott Hayes. And
Thanks
so
for
those
making it happen, everybody.
Yes, thank you all for making this happen.
big
a
to-do.
much needed new sea shanty in the in the world of the internet.
The lost shall row to the locker below.
Last breath.
The sea she waits with quiet grace to guide you through the night. Her waves will kiss your weary face and steal away your sight. She draws
Getting a lot of
you.
those like ooh, backing vocals.
Until you get to steal away your sight. And then Ellie comes in. It's in 11th, so that's an octave and a third. There's some really
Big gap.
big distance. Yeah, maybe this is the dichotomy of above the ocean, still on the ship. And
Yeah, the
below.
distance. So the distance between at the top of the ocean and all the way at the bottom of the sea. So yeah, I like that actually. It's cool imagery. So they're doing you said it was an 11th.
Yeah.
So that's an octave and a third. That is a gap as deep as the sea, right? That is cool.
They
Good
could have done a
imagery.
third. They could have done a sixth.
Yeah, they definitely could have done the third.
Yeah.
Let's listen to those like spooky ooze. So we're getting ooze here, spooky
The
ooze.
sea she waits with quiet
And notice
grace.
there's a lot of aspiration, like hoo, hoo. There's a lot of aspiration on those ooze too, almost ghostly.
The sea she waits with quiet grace to guide you through the night. Her waves will kiss your weary face and steal away your sight.
Oh yeah, steal away your dum 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 dum. Right, so something like that. Is that right though? Steal away. Is it steal?
Yeah.
Wow, a little chromatic.
Face and steal away your sight.
All right, let's try that. Steal away, steal. Want to try
I
it?
don't know if I have my low note anymore. Steal. Yep.
Ooh, nice.
I got
Jen's
it.
bass today.
I got it. Steal.
Okay, ready? And
Steal away your sight. Why didn't we switch it? For you.
Yeah, right. I took the wrong line.
Scared Gus.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Gus. Yeah, we're
Oh,
scaring Gus with these
ruined
harmonies. These
everything.
really deep, ghostly harmonies. Thank you, Voice Play, for scaring Gus. Let's get back to it.
Throw away your notepad and your Excel sheets. The RP Hypertrophy app has all of your workouts displayed in one place, with guided videos on exercise techniques and a program that evolves to better suit your needs the longer you use the app. All you have to do is follow the plan right on your phone and get the gains. Click on the link in the description of this video to get started.
Face and steal away your sight. She draws you near with whispered breath to hear her gentle plea. Her arms will pull you down the depths where time no longer speaks.
And they're adding chains now.
Rhythmically. Yep.
Yeah, the rhythmic chains dragging us down to
Yep.
the depths. So right now we've got two soloists so far. Well, other than like Lauren's theme, we've got J.None singing that first solo with a really like spooky, breathy tone there. And so essentially when we're singing in that breathy tone, so when we sing, the vocal folds have an actually look at this camera. The vocal folds have an oscillation pattern where they make closure like this, and they come together and they make what's called a mucosal wave pattern. As air blows through, that pressure of the air moves the vocal folds, so they create this wave pattern. And when we sing with full closure, we get like a type sound. When we sing with less fold closure, so when we relax those vocal folds a little bit, there's a little gap in there and a little air can escape. So instead of getting you get and a little air is kind of sneaking its way through there. I did want to talk about a little bit of that vocal color. I think it's perfect for this spooky tone.
And it's like lifeless sounding. There's still some like beautiful brightness to it, but it's so lovely.
The sea, she waits with quiet grace to guide you through the night. Her waves will kiss your weary face and steal away your sight. She draws you near with whispered breath to hear her gentle plea. Her arms will pull you down the depths where time no longer speaks.
There's some chromaticism in this line. Down the depths. It's like, it's not what you're expecting. Down the... It's like, my ear wasn't expecting that at all. So there's like almost like a discomfort, which is funny because they're talking about... Sorry, I know you got an idea. They're talking about how, like, comforting this like how she's gonna pull you in. Like they're not saying anything bad about her at this point, really. They're kind of speaking highly of her, but
She
it's
is
like
their demise. And Caesar, the chromaticism is sort of matching Lauren's chromaticism as well. So
Sure.
it's sort of like we're in that zone.
And so far we've got, for the lyrics here, the sea she waits with quiet grace to guide you through the night. Her waves will kiss your weary face and steal away your sight. She draws you near with whispered breath to hear your gentle plea. Her arms will pull you down the depths where time no longer speaks. So this is like, it's a really cool poem. It feels like poetry when you just do it like that. And it's a really cool poem that they wrote for this, where they're really setting the stage here. I love how they're using words like quiet grace and to guide you through the night. Notice how they're not saying how to lure you through the night. Right. They're saying to guide you through the night. Like she's already kind of captivated them to this point where they're not being lured by her. They're being guided by her. And her waves will kiss your weary face. So kissing, again, like more visual there, like the kissing of your weary face and steal away your sight. I love these lyrics.
It sort of supports the narrative, though, of like the lonely sailor. I mean, it's very male-dominated career, right? And so, I mean, like the siren is beckoning you, and the men long for the comfort and the lust of a lady.
And they didn't think of sirens, I don't think, in that way. I think they thought of them as mermaids, right? Like they were like, oh, beautiful woman singing to us, right?
And that was their demise.
Here with whispered breath to hear her gentle plea.
And he's also giving us like that breathy tone.
You down the depths where time no longer speaks. Fear not the dark nor stormy winds, for she will lead
Love the snaps.
you slow into the deep where all began. Into the deep.
Look at his eyes.
you'll go.
All right, so let's pause there.
Right there.
Getting into like this color, this is like, a little boy bandy type. We're getting like the
With
snaps.
the yeah, almost R&B flavor
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
And it's about to ramp up right into like modern day a cappella, but it's cool that they sort of slow it down.
Right. And the color here, let's listen to J.None.
Fear not the dark nor stormy winds.
It's kind of boy bandy or like R&B. Fear not the dark nor stormy winds. It's less like sea shanty like at this point.
Even some of the vowel modifications are a little more that style
Yeah,
as well.
they're
It's like a
more
little
space.
wend instead of wind. Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting a lot more space back there, giving it like that, like a darker, instead of fear not it's more fear not the dark and stormy winds. It's very like kind of like R&B, like a boy bandy. And the snaps just kind of bring me right to,
of course,
bring you right to
yeah.
that.
For she will lead you
It's gotta be intentional.
I would imagine.
to the deep where all began. Into the deep you'll go.
And look at how like he brings us from that like boy bandy R&B thing to like
Driving force.
away from the breathy quality for a tad and giving almost nasality there. Into the deep we'll go, and then he's kind of like coming off on go, and then of course look
Intense
how
eye contact,
how
yeah.
transfixed he is on the siren, completely
All
captivated.
began. Into the deep you'll go. Down below into the deep below. Down to the shadows. Into the deep you'll go. Into the deep you'll go.
I love that like little bit of rasp he gets at the
Yes.
end there, that like little distortion.
It's so interesting here because Ellie is almost like screaming for help and being like, she's gonna get ya, like laissez-faire,
Laissez-faire.
laissez-faire. Like it's just gonna happen. But,
It feels to me like he is literally screaming for help, like in this moment.
but his gestures are very like it's good. Like
Sure.
there's nothing you can do.
You're right.
Just succumb to it.
Yeah. This quality, though, listen how different,
Sure.
like the quality of it's completely different. It's a complete,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm paused right on J.None's amazing expression here, but like listen to the change in quality.
Deep you'll go.
And even like that first initial reaction to me looks like someone crying out for help, almost like someone saying, turn around.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? No! Turn around! It's like that kind of like, no! She's a siren! You know what I mean? It's like, and it's kind of giving me that like cry for help thing, but then he is, you're right, kind of giving us like this, well, there's nothing we can do.
And he's singing about you, not him. You.
Right. Yeah, until the deep you'll go.
You'll go.
Like a narrator almost.
Yeah,
like he's
yeah.
kind of taking on a narrator type.
Or like, hey, she fooled us, and she's about to get you too.
Yeah, okay, sure. Like she's talking he might be talking about another group of pirates coming in. Ooh,
The
I
next
like that.
batch.
Yeah, the next batch of pirates. Oh, that's cool.
Into the deep you go.
And just a little bit of distortion there. Into the deep. Like there's a little bit of that, like deep you'll go.
Yeah.
He does it better than I can do it, but like I love that little quality he gets there.
The deep you go. Into the deep you go.
Sorry, did you want to say something?
Well, just these pirates, they kind of got to work on their beard game a little bit. And
I
I
knew
just,
you were gonna say that.
it's doing okay.
Guys,
But
Jen loves beards. I don't know if you can tell.
When I met him, he had a chin strap.
Chin strap. Well, let's put that photo up here.
He did not have this epic, luscious beard.
I looked completely different as well.
Very different.
Completely different human
Little
being
baby
back then.
face.
Yes.
Between the earth and sky, once I heard my Savior cry, you got a whole minute at rock, don't you see?
But if you want this beautiful beard, Johnny Ray will hook you up.
Oh, beard care, because I have had a lot of people ask me about beard care. Like, what do I do to maintain this like beardly mane of mine?
Beautiful ginger beard.
Bases in beards. That's the thing, right? So Johnny Ray, they do all of my beard care products. So we got the oils, the balms, shampoos, conditioners, all of that, and that is all I use. But I'll tell you, before I started using Johnny Ray, it did not look good.
First video, your Alleluia video.
Oh God, that's terrible. Yeah, look, I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of like the Meghan Trainor one. Made you look. It looks really bushy in there. But I want to put that photo up here because if I want to say it doesn't need to be this long in order for it to fall like this. There is hope for the men out there that feel like it kind of goes out and it's just like a mess. I just want to say there is hope. If you have a beard like this, or if you're dating someone or married someone that has a beard that does that, there is hope, and Johnny Ray is the answer.
And look,
Like,
I mean, these guys have been out to sea for a long time, so we'll excuse it. Let's get back to it.
Into the deep you go. So down will you go.
He's taunting. Do you see that face?
Yes. The coin flip. Counter melody. So we got a little bit of counter melody. Has our two melodies kind of happening over each other. We've got Lauren's siren, almost like Harry Potter-like melody over their pirate shanty, a Hoist the Color-esque type counter melody. Really cool choice there to combine them. Again, since we're bringing it back to this pirate thing, it reinforces that these manly, masculine pirates.
Welcome aboard the Black Pearl.
Still are no match
Powerless.
for completely powerless to these sirens. I think it's a genius choice right there to like kind of use this Hoist the Colors like melody here in this way too, and combining it with this magical kind of theme. It's amazing. And you're right, look at Jeff's face here. Looks like he's
the eyebrow. I can't lift one eyebrow. Yeah.
Can I?
Right.
Can we
Yeah,
do it?
you definitely can.
I can do a lot of this. Can you move your face like this, Jen?
No, I cannot. But I can talk about how my husband was like one of the voices in that huge viral Hoist the Colors, right? We know this is him. We know that he was.
I get referred to all the time when I go out in public.
He's the yo-ho guy.
Are you the yo-ho guy? And people will literally come up. People are shameless about it. Like, yo, let me get a yo-ho. Remember on New Year's Eve that happened 10 times?
Like 9 of them were from the same guy. He
Yes.
needed to be sent home.
I think I kept my cool that night.
It was really cool.
I maintained composure.
But he did like not only the bass part with all the other lovely bass voices that were involved, but he was like the tenorific, operatic voice, the baritone, like so many layers to it. I mean, it got like 12 billion streams on TikTok
14
alone.
billion.
Excuse
14
me,
billion. We're up to 14 billion
alone.
on TikTok.
But what's so cool about it, I mean, it really it opened these doors for us to like be able to analyze videos like this. So
Like
it's
voice
a
play.
cool.
Without
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer writing Hoist the Colors for Pirates of the Caribbean, we would not be in a situation right now where we're even analyzing voice play. So I am in debt to Hans Zimmer, as well as Bobby Bass, who arranged that. Because that song completely changed our lives. That Hoist the Colors. And I just want to say that if they are indeed paying homage to Hoist the Colors on purpose, or if it's just like something that kind of fell into place, I think it's genius that they are using something like that is so, at this point, it's so digestible.
How's your digestion now?
Yeah.
It's accessible. It feels familiar to people. And so like it kind of does. It draws you in, as well as Lauren's little like kind of like Harry Potter-ish type theme. It really does bring you in. And so I do think that like it's genius. And so voice play, if you guys do get a chance to watch this, I think that this is a really, really cool sea shanty. I think it's brilliant, and I give you guys a lot of credit for this.
For sure.
Deep you go.
I love this counter melody.
Down will you go. The lost
You know, like dum 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 in the background. Dum, dum, dum,
And Caesar's face, like looking around, like, "Oh no, it's happening."
yeah,
Right? Like,
yeah, the expressions.
yeah.
I know. Look at Caesar right there. Love that expression. I didn't catch that the first
Yeah,
time. He's like looking around like, what's happening?
down will you go.
Oh.
The lost shall go to the locker below.
Coin flip.
It's so
I heard like a little like in the
Yes.
background there. You
Lane
hear that?
had some really cool breath articulations there. It's really cool. Yeah,
That is cool.
Yeah.
That it's funny. My grandfather, I called him Pepe. My Pepe used to kind of laugh like that. Yeah, his laugh. I don't know. I don't know why it just made me think of that. But Pep's laugh was like. And Pep, it's funny. We'll bring it back to Pep. Pep was like a fisherman. He wasn't a sailor, but he was always out in a little dinghy out in the ocean. And I used to hear from the charter fishermen in the area. I told him one day that was my grandfather. I was like, that guy in that tiny little boat that came way out here striper fishing. That was he was like a legend in his community for hunting and fishing. And that little line made me think of him.
Sailors in general, kind of segueing back here, is that they are very superstitious, and so
Right.
the fact that Ellie is flipping this coin,
Ooh,
you know,
I like that segue.
like, he's a betting man, right? And I mean, bringing it back to Pep, like, you know, you're not allowed to bring a banana on a boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
No bananas on
Bad
the
luck,
boat.
you know?
Bananas are bad luck on a boat. That's a good one.
So I think just there's
I
superstitious.
also noticed there are no bananas in this video
no
so far.
bananas seen.
Bananas are bad luck on the boat. Don't bring them. My take on the coin flip is that every time these pirates sail into like the stormy, dark sea, they're flipping the coin.
Betting their odds.
Yeah, they're
gonna make it.
Yep, they're betting the odds. Are they gonna make it, or are they gonna get sucked in by the siren?
It's all she takes with care, no matter how they fall. She knows the fate that you will bear and wraps you in her cold. The ones who fought, the ones who bled,
Big change
all
in voice.
rest beneath her throne.
Or dichotomy.
You'll find your peace among the dead. Into the deep you'll go.
Oh, and Jeff making the choice to go on that like spooky, you'll go like breathy. He could have done a subharmonic there. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that they talked about it at the very least. Jeff doing a subharmonic there, and they made the decision not to because a subharmonic would not be spooky. A subharmonic's like really grounding. It rumbles you.
You ain't the man, you ain't the man.
Right, like we were talking about in Valhalla Calling, it like we were comparing it to like the mountain ranges and like the big giant like mountains up in Valhalla, right? Completely different than this, which is more like spooky,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So I think that's a cool choice. I did want to talk a little bit about so the big change here, the big like you were saying, there's a dichotomy between Ellie's tenor solo and then Jeff coming in on the bass. So let's kind of break it down kind of slowly here.
It's all she takes with care, no matter how they fall.
And right there, matter how they fall. It's almost like they are falling. Text painting with that,
Nice
and he's
diminished.
using a thyroarytenoid dominant sound there. So thyroarytenoid is chest voice. It's the voice that I'm using right now.
Mode 1.
It's mode 1. It's the muscle responsible for singing in your chest voice, thyroarytenoid. Whereas on the other end, the cricothyroid muscle is responsible for singing in this voice. So we don't talk in this voice very typically, because if we did, it would be kind of weird. Typically, we talk in this voice or chest voice. So he is in a T8 thyroarytenoid dominant voice right here. Whereas, like, I only want to bring that up because the other two soloists, I do think they kind of have more of a mix going on there. I do think they do pull a little more, and at least in these two lines, from their cricothyroid, from that falsetto-y quality. Whereas he's really leaning into that like chesty, very much so chest dominant sound.
It's all
it's more
she takes with care, no matter how they fall. She knows knows the fate that you will bear and wraps you in her cold.
And what was that lyric there that was on? She knows the fate that you will bear. He's doing it right on fate. Like, oh, it's so cool. It kind of brings it back, I think, to like these superstitions that we were talking about, really highlighting that she knows your fate. You might think you know your fate, but you're sailing into
predestined.
it's all exactly. I love that.
That you will bear and wraps you in her cold.
The ones who fought, the ones who bled, all rest beneath her throne. You'll find your peace among the dead. Into the deep you'll go.
And he's going in now, like the dichotomy between the tenor solo and now Jeff's. Notice what he's singing about. He's always referencing like the depths of this. How what was that one lyric? All rest beneath her flow. So using words like beneath, deep, beneath her throne or something like that. Like that's it's all very deep. And I think they're doing this on purpose. They're highlighting how different of a jump there is, right? So, by giving Ellie this very belty, tenory solo to then coming in with the bass solo. Again, there's a big gap. So that gap we were talking about with that like harmony, that gap represents again the deepness of the sea, but also he's singing about how her depth and like beneath her throne and things like that in a deeper quality. And I think that all of that, again, I'm only saying this because they wrote this song, they wrote this melody, they wrote these words, and they purposefully are making these choices. And I think it's very smart. Spooky.
Down below into the deep below. Down to the shadows, into the deep you go. Into the deep you go.
Bring it back.
Will you go? The lost shall go to the locker below. To the locker.
Ooh, like a fugue.
The lost shall go to the locker below.
Wow.
No grave, no.
Notice how all of them too are singing lower in their range, right? They're all like in the like. So Jeff and Lane are both lower voice singers. Like Lane, I know I've heard. I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard from people in the comment section that he can get very, very deep and he can do subharmonics too. The other singers there are like mainly tenors, singing tenor lines, and notice how they're kind of bringing it
as low as they can.
as low as they can.
So it gives that richness and depth.
Right. It gives it that depth. Exactly. I think all of this comes down. The title of the song is Into the Deep, right? And so they're giving it that depth. And I love the gang vocal quality happening here. It sounds like more than 5 people are singing. It sounds like a full band of pirates are singing. And I love the idea of adding that round, the fugue type thing, where they're singing that theme, but they've turned it into this fugue now, which it's almost cyclical.
It's cyclical.
Again, bringing it back to like that the subtext here is, in my opinion, this is going to keep happening. Like you were saying, he was flipping the coin about whether or not the next pirate or the next sailors are going to get taken into this. Almost like they're talking about, this is a cycle that keeps happening. And so I think it's a cool choice there to do that.
Into the deep you go.
Down will you go? The lost shall go to the locker below. To the
Repeat.
below. Down will you go?
Cyclical, right?
The lost shall
Oh, it sounds amazing.
locker below.
No grave, no stone, no tear to weep. 'Cause down below
Bring the snaps
your
back.
soul will sleep, and she will hold you calm and slow. Into the deep you'll go.
Nothing predictable about that.
No.
The deep
I love the go or that little harmony there. What was that?
I mean, I think with J.None's melody here, it's so interesting. So if you think about someone sinking into the depths of the ocean, like they're not just going to drop down. They're being taken by the tides and the waves. And so it's sort of almost like a leaf falling and drifting in the wind and being brought in every which way. This melody is not predictable
Not at all. And it's like uncomfortable.
It is.
There's like a discomfort in this melody, which I think again,
because we know the fate.
bringing it back
right?
to the siren here. I wanted to look into what these lyrics were that he was singing here too. Let's see.
It's like this rocking, calm, like lullaby almost, except it's twisted and
I think, yeah, like she's cradling them,
Yeah.
right? The siren is cradling them like babies, or like she is in complete control as they rock all the way down into the deep, right? So he's saying, no grave, no stone, no tear to weep, because down below your soul will sleep. It almost sounds like a nursery rhyme.
or like an elegy for somebody's
Sure.
funeral. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And she will hold you calm and slow.
Into the deep.
Calm and slow, holding you calm and slow. Again, that really does go with what you're saying about this rocking, holding you calm and slow, like cradling, almost like motherly, tenderly, into the deep you'll go. It's an interesting melody here, and it reinforces that they are under her spell. They're in a trance. These pirates, these really masculine pirates, they're no match for her. And again, bringing it back to this like R&B color. Huge change here, going from this band of pirates.
And then all of a sudden it empties out.
No grave, no stone, no tear to weep.
Bringing it back to the R&B. No grave, no stone, no tear to weep. Come on, heave ho, the locker be. Like, it's completely different color there.
'Cause down below your soul is
What'd I say?
I don't think they say he.
Oh, sorry, I don't know. Pirate stuff.
here to weep. 'Cause down below your soul will sleep, and she will hold you calm and slow. Into the deep you'll go. Into the deep you'll go. Down below, into the deep below. Down to the shadows, into the deep you'll go. Into the deep you'll go.
I'm going to pause it there. I know it's brutal. Keep you on the edge of your seat. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what we've heard here. So it starts, that whole kind of ending starts with Ellie screaming into the deep. Like he's belting that high note out. But did you notice that it gets swallowed by like this effect?
Yeah.
And so like it's almost...
Try yelling under the ocean.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. It's almost like he's trying to yell under the water.
Deep you'll
Wow. It gets cut off.
Like you're next to him, you can hear him scream, but then above the water, you know, if you've ever tried to talk to somebody when you're like in the pool or whatever
Right.
underwater, like you can't.
Yeah, no one's hearing them. No one's going to hear. No one's there to save them from
No.
Lauren Paley, the siren here. Oh, I think it's brilliant. I love that.
down below, into the deep below.
It's still like crying, almost like they're weeping.
Shadows, into the deep you'll go. Into the deep you'll
Oh wow, bringing it all together.
Who gets the last word? And she is like maniacal.
Hear that? Hear how that ends?
Bubbles.
Yeah, ends with the bubbles.
She's like maniacally smiling through their demise, right?
Right, yeah,
there's
like
nothing
she's almost
comforting.
laughing.
Oh yeah.
La, la, la.
Yeah.
And then I think that going back to the bubbles, it's like it just disappears. And the black screen, it's like gone. And and again, bringing it back to that cyclical thing, like it's going to continue to happen. It's like, okay, we got the bubble sounding again until she woos in her next victim.
Really well done,
I
guys.
think these guys just knocked it out of the park, and a much needed new sea shanty for the world. So thank you so much to Voice Play for putting this out there and putting the work in and doing the work that y'all do. It's inspiring. I think that they absolutely crushed it. So thank y'all for requesting this. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we
We'd
do.
be talking to nobody.
And so huge shout out to everyone that requested that we do this song. And so, yeah, thanks, y'all. That's Into the Deep by Voice Play. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning into this. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you to everyone who requested this in the comments. Without y'all, Jen and I would not be able to do what we do. And also, I just wanted to say quick shout out to my boy Wyatt here. He had to get a little cameo here for this. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Everyone, the best way that you can really support the channel is to like and subscribe. If you do want to go that extra mile, I do have an Amazon wish list set up. I also have a Patreon, and then I also have my Venmo, and so I'll put the links to those in the description. If you yourself are trying to get better at singing, so Jen and I also run StudioBrev. So we actually have two different programs. We have a premiere program where you get to work with us multiple times per week, and then we have StudioBrev LITE for people who are at that level in their development. And we actually meet on that. We do monthly lives, and so you get to meet you get to learn our technique, and then you get to ask us questions on those monthly lives. If you're trying to get better at bass singing, well, my good friend Peter Barber and I started a program called Bass Singer Academy, where we go over bass singing techniques and all of the techniques that you would need to be able to get started in something like this, so that you can do really cool projects similar to these ones. But really, the best way that you can support my channel is to like and subscribe and leave comments, leave requests, because Jen and I absolutely love doing this. And so thank y'all so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you at the next one. Peace.